They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the Rebels taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Rebels offense will go on the attack first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll leave it with him. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. Caught in the backfield. It's Beal. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
What an exciting way to start this season. This offense had a plan. They knew who they wanted to be, but you had to come out and execute it. And that was a beautiful first drive, creating some momentum, not only for this offense, but for this squad to start the season.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Texas offense will get the ball for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And the Longhorns, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive to... And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the offense is out on the field with a first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just
touchdown Longhorns! Fitted in the window for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Got his man. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. It's complete to the right. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll run it from the gun. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That cornerback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Using his feet to buy time. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Now they'll try the right side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Hainsworth. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll go to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's a return from midfield. There he goes. Open it up. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Yeah, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive.
Oh, he's got some space. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Rebels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. gets it out fast. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Rides to back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
And the Rebels will punt this one away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. There he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Longhorns are on the move. Here's the handoff. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
6th play of the drive coming up. 22. To the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Levis. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. The Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. It's complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man on the right. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll throw on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into...
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now on 1st down from the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Just enough time to get off one final, going for it all. And he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
On the run from inside his own 5. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's get it back to our fellas at DKR.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Fires to the big fella. Brings him to the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Pass to slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Running through contact. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. A 1st and 10 for this offense. He'll keep it himself. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Pulls it and fires to the left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. The inside handoff. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here we go. Running it to the right. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now this offense will take the field again. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Makes the catch at the 45. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires it down the seam. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Dances away. The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes a connection. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. Turning it on. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the back. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They'll run it to the right side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing...
He's got it on the left. Running free. Touchdown, Texas! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Rebels decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Unloads to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. They'll run the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Rebels will call on their punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got his man downfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just feeds the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What